Alright guys, so here's a little video about what I've done to my transducer on the back of my bass boat to get rid of the rooster tail getting kicked up. And when I bought the boat, the transducer was mounted too low under the boat, and of course the previous owner had maxed out on the sliders here, so I couldn't raise it anymore. So rather than drilling more holes in the hull of my boat, as you can see I've already got 3 ugly old holes in the hull, I've decided to make a plate to mount onto the boat, and then transducer onto that plate. And I'm sure you guys know you can buy a transducer mounting plate, polypropylene plate, for about 40 bucks. This is a piece of polypropylene, basically plastic. It's actually, you can see the wood grain in it there, it's actually a piece of exterior trim left over from a window job on the house. But it is solid plastic. It's white through and through. And so what I've done is, this is a scrap piece. Here's a piece I've cleaned up, sanded the corners down, rounded them out a bit. It's about a 1/2 inch thick. I've sanded the back but left the wood grain. I'm going to just use epoxy to glue it on the back of the boat rather than drill through it. So the grain will actually help hold the epoxy. Now these are some cutouts I've done about halfway through the thickness, just using a drill press, so they will fit over top of the screw heads that I'll end up having to put in these holes with some epoxy to fill up these holes. But basically the plate will mount to the back of the transom like so, and provide a good sturdy point to mount the transducer, plus and I've got enough room that I can add other electronics onto it if need be. Obviously you can cut a longer piece depending on your application, and fit multiple transducers on. So I'll give it a shot here. I've got everything cleaned up. Use some acetone on the transom of the boat to get any residue off, and also on the back of the plate. And okay, so the holes are filled. Lots of sealant just to make sure inside the holes, and then onto the screws, and then threaded the screws in. Now, test fit the cutouts. You can see them there on the back of the plate, and they fit perfectly over the screw heads. And a little shaky here trying to do this myself, but I've left enough room just for the bunks on the trailer so they don't hit the plate when I'm loading and unloading the boat. But that's how it will fit right there once I get some sealant on. And then of course seal around the edges just to give it a clean look. Make sure to keep the water out of the side of the plate. But that should work great. And like I said, it saves drilling any more holes in the back of your boat to add other transducers on, or flap wheels, or what have you. And very inexpensive. This is a scrap piece from a 16-foot length of that PVC or polypropylene window trim. Readily available, Home Depot I think I got this stuff at. And that thing right there probably costs about $1. And then just some alcohol swabs to clean things up. No special tools required. And a tube of the 3M marine adhesive. We'll stick that right to the back of the boat, and pretty much guaranteed not to go anywhere. So again, sorry about the quality of the video, and I'll try to throw a shot on there maybe after I get it all together. Transducer on. It does take a couple days for it to cure completely, but that should solve my rooster tail problem. Not to mention holes in the back of your boat. Thanks. Okay guys, there it is, done. It's been a couple days since I mounted it, so the adhesive is good and dry. Got the transducer mounted. Of course it's level with the water line, so obviously it's not level when you look at it compared to the plate. But that's it. Sealed up 100%. It's not going to leak, not going anywhere. I've offset it to one side. Leave lots of room to mount another transducer if I want to. But that's it. It looks good. Nice and clean and cheap. Biggest expense was the sealant. The adhesive cost 15 bucks. Everything else pretty much free. Like I said, just a scrap piece of a PVC or polypropylene trim. Hope it works out as good as it looks. No reason it shouldn't. Thanks for watching, guys.